Chili Mountain against the Sidestep Kings, everybody. It is game time. A little bit more Heroes of the Storm as we have Chili Mountain trying for their first map win. And in the words of Tigers, hell, it's about time. They are 0-12. Sidestep Kings, one of the Heroes of the Storm teams here in the CCL that had also a little bit of a weird start, a couple of wins, a couple of losses. They're looking to another victory. So let's see if this time Chili Mountain can turn it around. We got Chimera on Lucio, we got Mako on Reyna in game number 1 of the best of 5 series. Berkult is playing Tyrael, Darkmog on Diva, and Gia on Zeratul. Interesting choice here. We're going to talk about the team in a moment. Sidestep Kings, then again, come in with Kyoja on Tychus, Cattle on Varian, Hyde on Stukov, Ultralisk and Greymin, and June is playing Vikings, ladies and gentlemen. So, yep, nicely done over here. A Viking setup. Now again, as usual, in every single best of 5, the little caveat, we have European and Korean players over here. They play, of course, cross-server from a different region, which means that since all of these games are played on the North American Heroes of the Storm server, on NA Central to be exact, all of these players are playing with a ping disadvantage if they are not from the US, and therefore there is a bit of a disadvantage for them when it comes to those plays. One of the reasons why I'm a little bit surprised that Gia goes for Zeratul. That is something that I did not really expect. I'm curious to see how well he can play that, because Zeratul is a hero that is incredibly difficult to play when you have any kind of delay, and if your opponent is able to lock you down, especially against a variant that will definitely go taunt, this is going to be a bit of a tricky thing. So let's see how he's going to make that work, so all eyes on Gia. Some of you might now also ask, hey, what exactly is going on here? More new players on Chili Mountain, what's happening? And I talked about this in the previous series, but there's a couple of rules that are a little bit weird for the CCL, and I honestly don't really like them. So technically you can switch players twice in the CCL, and both times you can change out 2 players, and Chili Mountain has used that option both times, which means that they've now switched out 4 players in total. So it's pretty much a completely different team, and I really think that this is a horrible rule and should be adjusted for the second season. I would probably understand it a little bit more if the seasons were super long and we were talking about 6 months or or something like that. But it's literally just a 7-week season, and the team can look completely different at the last Playday compared to the first Playday, which also makes it pretty unfair, theoretically at least, for teams that face off against the team at the beginning or the end of the season, depending on how the power levels change. So it's a very weird setup. I mean, I can understand that sometimes you might want to switch one player out, and I think all of these teams have also a 6th player as a sub, so that's pretty much what you already have in the team itself. If there's any kind of problem, you can make an exception rule where someone can pick a player from the player pool. But especially the fact that you can also take players that have already played on other teams is kind of nuts, because that means that a team could face off against the same player multiple times over the duration of a season. So, very weird rule, not a fan at all. I think it really destroys the competitive integrity of the league, but at the same time, that's just what it is, and I hope they're going to change it for the second season. In the case of Chili Mountain, the question is it going to make a difference? They have been absolutely murdered throughout the entire setup of the Playdays. We're now on Playday number 5, and they are 0-12 now. So they need a map win. They desperately need a map win here. And yeah, it's a little bit nuts. Now, all the way up at the top, we still got Jimmy on our lane. Of course, the Vikings are going to allow for the 4-man to have aggressive rotations and push this. You will oftentimes see that with either, well, a Sylvanas, and ideally with a Greymane too. The idea is that your 4-man is going to attack structures aggressively as the Vikings are soaking the lanes, and that is more or less what we're seeing right now. As the game opens up and you have more space for the Vikings, they can also then start to soak experience much better for you. Maybe even take a couple of camps here. But you can see that aggression at the bot lane, as you would expect. So they're trying not only to push out Berkult here, but if Ultralisk makes it towards one of the structures, he can start to chunk them down very quickly. Swift Retribution is in on the other side. That's going to help Jimmy a lot. We have Exterminator on level 1 for Marcus, so that means once the bosses are up on the map, 5 minutes in, there's a chance that they are going to make some sneaky boss play and try to lock that down quickly. Marcus already getting attacked a bit. Balo goes down in the middle as Zeratul is starting to take some kills. And Eric goes down too, so 2 of the Vikings are eliminated. And we have already a bit of adjustment from Zeratul. So normally, I talked about this quite a bit, we're not seeing any kind of Void Prison shenanigans on the European side. It's always about the Might of the Nerazim and these quick plays into the opponent's backline. Now, I honestly wonder that now that he's playing this with the ping disadvantage that I talked about earlier, if he's adjusting and playing Void Prison 2 to go for an isolation play, it would honestly cater to this a little bit better than having to make these super reactive plays with Might of the Nerazim, where your margin of error is so much smaller. So I would actually like the adjustment to go into Void Prison for him, simply because I feel, given the circumstances in the cross-server play, it would be the better option if they play around that instead of just trying to make those super sexy plays that we're seeing when they're playing in their home environment. I mean, one of the reasons why we've seen Dino and Tyno play a lot around this is that ping problem. So now we're coming in on the other end with the kill, and that's the first one. So the Sidestep Kings are doing pretty well here. Good for them. Yeah, and they're going for the boss as we speak. So off we go. That's the first one to be taken. I think the blue team should respond in kind. That's the level 10 any second. Taunt is of course out. And this is pretty much the combo that we've highlighted on the 4th Playday already a lot. If you're now playing with the Varian, you go into Taunt. I mean, the hero got buffed again, so one of the reasons why we have him in the game. Then you want to chunk the hero pool of the target down quickly, and that's where Bigger They Are comes into play. On Tychus' level 4, that's also where we have the Bullet coming through, and Greymane plus Tychus usually equal dead hero, especially if you can follow up with Zukov. So it's a full-on kill combo in the 4-man, which is pretty insane, honestly. This is actually really cool, because they have a 4-man that is incredibly strong, and the Vikings are then going to soak the lanes on the side. There's the Void Prison pick. I like it. I like it. Again, check the... Look, normally, I'm not a fan of it. I really am not a fan of Void Prison as a general rule. It was obviously the play back in the day when you tried to combo it with Rings of Frost and other combos, but now that we've now for 2 years seen Might of the Nerazim and a lot of fantastic plays from individual players, it is kind of cool to have that action, but given the circumstances, I think it's an adjustment that is well worth making, so good job by Gia to make that play. But they still have to fight over this one. This is tribute number 2. This could be a curse. The bosses are also pushing, and the one at the top is nearly going for keep at this point. The top 4 is already gone. Zeratul with the VP as he has to make his way out. They gotta be careful here a little bit. Already the Hyperion and the kill against Macke. Reyna is down. Jimmy is eliminated. Now they try to make the play for Ultralisk. They could get the counter kill here, and Zeratul indeed does. Kill done. Greymane is gone. They got the counter kill, but the top keep is about to fall, and June is trying to channel. Went for the spin to win, which interrupted the channel, by the way, but the keep goes down. We are 7 minutes in and they lost their keep, and now they lose Zeratul too, and they are cursed. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. They switched out 4 players in total, and Chili Mountain is still getting slapped around. Oh, this is brutal. They are 0-12 in maps, and if this continues at this pace, they are gonna pick up a couple more map losses today. They changed the entire team out pretty much, and it is just murderous here. There comes the lockdown attempt again. Couple of attacks coming through, push through the middle, bot lane Vikings also pressuring it, and this is a huge problem. Yeah, there we go. There's the push through, level 13 talent. It's a 1.5 level lead. Oh my god, Macke, he's down again. That curse is crushing them. They're losing way too much here now. The mid keep, if that falls too, that would be the 2nd keep that goes down before the 10-minute mark even hits. Greymane, I highlighted it earlier. He's such a fantastic hero to have against the structures. I think they should just commit to it. Even if they lose a hero or two. They popped Odin, so it's fine, but even if they would have lost a hero here, that's totally worth it. 8 minutes in, those death timers don't even count at this point. So, right there, here's the action. That's a quick play for another camp, and they steal it away. Easily done. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, Sidestep Kings are just crushing here. They had a very, very weird start, or very, very weird season in general. I mean, they started out kind of strong, then they had a couple of losses where they really didn't look good, especially on the macro level. Let's be honest, Sidestep Kings had a couple of games where they sucked on the macro level like hard. Here, they play with Vikings, a very macro-heavy play with June on TLV. but they are doing exceptionally well with the 4-man. So this is a real cool combo for them. As I said, strong 4-man. You want to go for kills, you want to go for pressure, you want to go for structures. Everything is encompassed in this composition. And then the Vikings control the map. And they're controlling it really, really well so far. So it's going to be pretty cool here. But yeah, let's see a bit of what exactly they can do against Zeratul down here. Can they kill Gia? First of all, they have to drop him out of stealth. And they're trying, and here we go. Can they drop the damage? They don't have the stun on Olaf yet, so there's that. Ah, and the lockdown. Nice. A good chase against Gia. Oh, Lucio. I thought he maybe can come in and help him out, but nope. He is still dead. 5 kills to 1. Well done. Well done. Alrighty, so at this point we got the level 16 talents. It gets worse and worse and worse for Chili Mountain here. Yeah, as I said in the past, for Sidestep Kings, I think training is a bit of a problem. They have players from 3 regions, so it's always hard to coordinate that. But then again, Chili Mountain switching out their players makes it also a little bit harder for them to coordinate. That said, they're now playing with a nearly full Swedish team. So there's a lot of Swedes on that lineup at this point. There's a lot of Europeans. These guys have to an extent at least play together in the past. But you can just see that a lot of this is not flowing together well. And the problem is, of course, also if you're 0-12, there's very little reason for you to all of a sudden get motivated and then turn it around and invest into playing the game even more, especially when you're playing this only on a semi-level anyways. But here comes the kill against Tyrael, and that puts another point onto the board for the Sidestep Kings. They're looking at 6 kills to 1, and they're just farming them. And the Vikings are pushing out the top lane, as you can see. They're making a play already for core. Now, the catapults are not going to do jack shit here. These things are not even going to tackle this. I cannot believe that they're going to make it through the shield, because, again, we're 11 minutes in. That's nothing. But the bosses that are being taken, that's a very different story. It's a bit surprising that they go for the bottom boss. I guess they're going for the keep first, but they could have gone for the top there too. So there's that. And, well, let's go. Right now, we got Gia already sitting here. Getting attacked again, and it's party time. There's the taunt, but this time it was a little bit too early. Cattle dove in deep, and there was no follow-up. Everybody else was just a bit too far away, so they couldn't follow it. But they are still looking fantastic. They can now go for the last keep in the game. And honestly, once the keep's down, outside of you getting a curse and pushing all of the lanes out, I don't really know if there's a way to win that game, because you won't be able to move out of your base, or you're going to be killed by the Vikings in the macro play. And keeping this one alive, the structure is pretty much insane. It's not happening. That boss alone is going to take it down easily. June is still pushing the top lane with the Vikings, and this is kind of nuts. Sidestep Kings, they're crushing this. Chili Mountain is, unless they perform a miracle here, they're going to lose a 13th game in a row. I don't see a way for them to really bring this back, even with them now locking in level 16. Zeratul might be able to take down a couple of the Vikings. June is already getting chased here, but let's not forget that there's another boss up on the map. There's also another tribute. This would be the first tribute for Chili Mountain. So there's that too. They go for back hold. The VP is not good enough. And that's a kill. That's a kill. They're looking even for more. Another taunt from Varian. Hyde frontlining here with Stukov. Diva comes in, and they're still zoned out, and the core gets attacked. That's the end of Marke, and honestly, I think that's the end of the game. That's 2 heroes down. There's another taunt against Lucio. He's incredibly low as well. The Vikings are pushing the top and the bot lane. Here comes the stun. Finally has it, and that's just lights out. 0-13. They're losing another one. They're losing another map. The Sidestep Kings, they will take the lead in this best of 5 series here at the Heroes of the Storm League. And yeah, that was just a brutal game. Absolutely brutal. Chili Mountain, they are getting shreked. Not a single map win yet. I mean, again, the series just started. This is a best of 5, but it's not off to a good start for the blue team as the Sidestep Kings lock in a convincing victory on Cursed Hollow. GG, and well done. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Yeah, more Heroes of the Storm, but maybe not a whole lot of it, because Chili Mountain is getting farmed again. The Sidestep Kings have stepped up and played a variant composition, and it worked quite nicely. And now we have a similar setup for them. Let's see if Chili Mountain can turn this around. And I think I've said this sentence now so many times, and it's honestly terrifying that Chili Mountain has already fallen behind again. It's not so much that they lost game 1, it's the way that they lost it. So that's kind of crazy. Chimera on Brightwing, we got Darkmog on Diva, Gia this time on Tychtus, Backhold on ETC, and Make is playing Falstad. Now for the Sidestep Kings, we got Kyoja on Sonya, Cattle again on Varian, so Hyde on Stukov. The follow-up is already there. June is playing Uther, even more stuns on follow-up for any kind of Varian engage, and even the sustain. Plus the damage dealer, we have Sylvanas. Now, to be fair, there's not as much one-shot potential on the side of the Sidestep Kings as there was in game number 1. They don't have Tychus with the bigger they are, they don't have Greymane, so a lot of the burst damage isn't there. There is a lot of control though. You got Varian with the taunt, you got also Uther with stun follow-ups, and more importantly Hyde, who always can come in with his Stukov and drop the lurking arm. Plus Sonya can also chip in a bit of damage. So it's a double support setup that really gives you a lot of sustain during these fights. And we'll see how it pans out. But it's one of those things where Chili Mountain will have to coordinate quite nicely. They need to make sure that once that they're going into a battle, that they have, let's say, a power slide coming in, and then Tychus immediately drops the bigger they are. Falstad follows up on it a bit. Well, we'll see. It's also a draft right now where they are playing 2 globals. They have Brightwing, they have Falstad. And technically speaking, they could get stage dive and go full on global. So I would really like for them to use macro in order to take the opponent down here and take an advantage for themselves, because if they don't do that, then it's going to be difficult. Now, if you want to play the macro game, the one thing that you have to be careful of is you will have a lot of heroes solo on lane. So then that variant setup is of course going to be very dangerous to deal with, and therefore you have to play slow. So we'll see how that pans out. But again, for now, it's kind of fine. We have on the level 1 stacks for Falstad with the Seasoned Marksman, a little bit of the fight at the top as Sylvanas is trying to help the push. But yeah, defense is so far ready. And we have a full-on slam build for Kyoja apparently. Alright. Yeah, slam builds can actually be a bit insane. And over here in the rhythm. Alright, going a little bit in A. Gia within the rhythm over the bigger they are, so no burn on them. Okay. Can keep the minigun up for a long time here, playing a little bit of a hybrid with that. Falstad with the hammer gains, Varian is still at the bottom. Over here, careful, Darkmog. Okay, Pilot is able to move out. And Slam build is going to add a bit of extra damage. Now, you don't have as much sustain as you have with the spin to win build, of course, but then when you look at the setup for the red team, it makes a whole lot of sense to go into a more damage-heavy build, since they have sustain through the 2 supports very easily. So Sonya trying to go full-on wham, bam, slam is kind of neat for them. Falstad is at the bot lane as the temples are about to activate. 11 stacks already for Tychus. Good start for him. Yeah, trying to get the initial ones. Yeah, and he gets a little bit more. Nice. 16 stacks early on. It's pretty neat. It could actually help Gia to get a lot of damage out as this all continues. So, all the way up at the top, Kyoja is already holding the temple. Down here, we got Backholders boys still making the plays. And, yeah, let's see what they can do here. Darkmog is already in a spot where he can contest that, or at least trying by a little bit of time. Falstad has the global, can give them some extra experience, push the lane at the bottom out, and then fly in. But right now they're losing both shrines. So if you want to use those globals, the idea is always that you get a bit of an experience lead and then you fly in. At this point, they don't do any of that. Falstad is now flying in, but there's a taunt, and wow, ETC, careful buddy. Yeah, top lane gets taken. That is a fort. That fort is down. So out of the first objective, they're already getting a fort here. Boom, boom, boom. It's gone. And here comes the engage straight into the middle again. Another taunt, another stun, another kill. Level 7 in their hands. This is already a bad, bad start for Chili Mountain. Yeah, it's chilly up on this mountain. These guys need a couple of heaters and they need them stat. Again, you look at experience, it doesn't seem like a big deal. You think 1 kill to 0, who cares? But then you look at structures, and that is a completely different ballgame. Losing a fort on the first objective rotation is already bad. Now they're also losing more in the middle, as the entire wall is pretty much destroyed. And on Sky Temple, this is the most important thing. If you have control over the structures, you will force your opponent to make some very bad choices. That's either a Hail Mary on the boss at some point, or an engage into an opponent that has a talent advantage, that has a positional advantage, numbers advantage. So if this continues, it's going to be bad for Chili Mountain. It's incredible, honestly. They lost 13 maps in a row. They haven't won a single one yet. It is absolute meme territory that we're at right now. I mean, we're talking about NA back in the day with a 40-0, but this is starting to get also a little bit crazy. Top side, that's our 1 versus 1 in the middle. Marke is getting some stacks together on the baseline. It's at 15 now. We have 33 for Tigers. At least he's getting some solid stacks early on. That's going to help him in the late game. Same time, Boomerang is obviously in too. And, well, let's see if they... Ooh, that would be a nice one. But Stukov is here. And they have to already fall back. So Varian at the bottom of the map. We got also the Battle Rage coming in. Battle Rage, Shattered Ground, the Furious Blow, all of it together. Middle engage. Varian comes in. There's the slide. Nicely done by Berkul. Good job by him. Could have been dicey. If the taunt gets connected, that could have been a problem. And as I said previously, the big challenge really comes when level 13 for Stukov is ready. That's going to allow Hai to follow up on any stun with more CC. And you can tell that the medallion is gone, by the way. A lot more aggressive plays from all of these people. So, yep, there it is. Now, the temple is activating again, and this time we're looking at the bot lane. Level 10 abilities are ready too. They're not invading. They could, in theory, have gone for an invade over here. They decided against it, so now they are moving down to the bottom of the map to try and fight for objective number 2. And at least the one glimmer of hope for Chili Mountain is that they will get the level 10 in time to defend. Now, well, Brightwing topside wasn't really too bad, but again, Falstad is already here. There's the heroic abilities. Needs to get the Boomerang out. A little bit of damage here, just taking the backline away, flying down and helping the team out. Can't stay too long. Marke, Sonya is rotating up. Alright, so far so good. Interesting that Brightwing didn't even take that. That's a bit of damage. Marke has to move out. Brightwing jumps in, which means that she can't come down to the bottom that quickly. There's the Divine Shield. And now we have 19 stacks. There's a taunt attempt. Well, not quite. He made the engage, but he didn't commit to the 4. There it is. Where's the follow-up? Yep, there we have it. Uther has to walk away from the bomb. Doesn't really care anymore and says, like, whatever. And June just dies. Like, I really don't know what exactly happened to June there, but that was a little bit awkward. Maybe he felt he would die anyways, but, I mean, let's check that out again. So June just walks into it as close as he can and just YOLOs. So maximum damage against him and then the follow-up, so that kill is through. That might just give Chili Mountain an opportunity to bring this back. Yes, there's the kill. Well done. Varian dead, and they might get another one. Nope, instead it's actually Sylvanas that turns it around and drops the bird. The bird is down, and yep, the fight is still ongoing. Top lane is also getting pushed, so is the mid lane, by the way. Minions are doing damage to the fort in the middle of the map, and we still have a big battle down here with Berkul getting dropped. ETC is gone. They go for Darkmog. Bam, there goes D.Va, and that is the end of Brightwing. Brightwing is down too. The fight looked so good initially, and now they are losing out on it again. And it seems like they're making a play for the boss. Yeah, and why wouldn't they? Falstad is still here, so you need to be a bit careful that he doesn't come in and simply steals it away with the gust. But they have vision of him. They know that he's top lane, so there's fat chance of that happening. And they're already super close on it. If they just spread out slightly, then they take this for sure. Boss is taken, and now there's the chance to go for the objective too. At this point, they don't even focus on the temple, and why would they? They still have another siege giant camp that they can steal away. And they take this. No problem. There's a taunt. There's a silence. There's another stun. And D.Va gets saved by the gust. Another tool that has been used. Sonya with the damage. They're going to drop every single fort now. Every single fort. Ah, no, actually the shots are gone. So, yep, they can go into the middle if they want. Or they can just push the bot lane. Yeah, they can just go for that one too. Well, 6 kills to 3. Level 13 talents. Sylvanas on your side, what could go wrong? As long as you don't overcommit, yeah, you're gonna be good. Falset is trying to get some experience for the team as he's at the top. At the bottom, the wall has already fallen. The fountain is definitely going to get annihilated. And now it's just up to the rest of the team on how far they want to push this. Probably not going to go too deep, but again, every single bit of damage against the objective, against the structures counts, because the objective is going to help you to take that easily. They take the fort in the middle too. Guys, Chili Mountain is getting murdered. They are absolutely getting murdered. I'm waiting for the sirens the entire time here because this is just insane. I don't know what June is doing, if he's just intentionally inting or something. Second time that he goes down. This time wasn't as insane as the last time, but at this point it just feels like June is making fun of them. If I didn't know June personally and know that he's a nice guy, I would just say he's trolling right now. Because you have to just think about where we are. There is not a single fort that has been destroyed for the Sidestep Kings. Whereas the blue team has lost hit points on their keep already. I mean, I don't know if they understand that they're playing Heroes of the Storm right now. It feels like they're thinking this is a farming simulator. Because Sidestep Kings are doing exactly that. They're farming hard. So, this is just nuts. Chili Mountain. They gotta get it together. They cannot possibly lose another series like this. This just can't happen. I mean, Cattle is sitting over here just flanking. There's a single temple coming up now in the middle. Arschbacken zusammenkneifen und go, Jungs. Level 16 is gonna be so close. Once they have it, I mean, how do you engage into the fight? I don't think you can. They can't fight this while Falset isn't here either. Falset is about to fly in. We got 2 temples, by the way, not only 1. So here we go. Yeah. No, not like this. No, no. He just gusted them out. Oh, no. I just want to cry. Why? Nine. You can't be serious. I mean, honestly, that's just adding insult to injury at this point. 6, 2, 3 kills, 16. They get the temple in the middle. They have the defense down at the bottom. And oh my god. This just feels bad. I feel so... Honestly, at this point, it's just pity. At this point, it's only pity that I have for them. Like... The fact, like, you gotta give them some credit that they're showing up every single week just to getting murdered. Now, finally there's a fort that gets taken down. Finally. But look at the move in at the top. They take the Siege Giants and now they're flanking, aren't they? Yep, they're coming in. Berkult gets taunted. There's the gas. There's the follow-up. Nice heal from Brightwing. It's not enough. ETC dies regardless. The big shove. Spin to win. Divine Shield. Yeah, June is fucking trolling right now. Full HP Sonya and he drops the Divine Shield. June is having fun over here. June is just sitting there and is like, what you gonna do? There's the star. Oh my god. Oh, 2 kills, 3 to 8, 15. Keep at the bot lane is gonna fall. Wow. I honestly don't really, I don't know what to tell you guys anymore. We've been going for 5 weeks now over these games of Chili Mountain. We talked a lot about some of the mistakes that were done here, and this is just getting nuts. And I honestly don't know what's happening. I mean, all of these players have played incredible games back on the EU server. It feels like they're just completely different players whenever they're playing over here in the CCL. And I don't understand it. I really don't get it. It's one thing to lose your games. That's nothing wrong with that. But these are players that have the experience, that should have the shot call abilities, and just everything goes wrong here. I don't understand. It feels honestly like it's a completely swapped team, and it makes no sense to me. So right now there's the Gust coming in, but Sidestep Kings, they're having a blast. Can you imagine these guys just like sitting here? They're having the time of their life. Quest is completed for Falstad, so that's kind of neat. But, well, at least even talents. I think they have to go for the YOLO move, as I said before. What are you going to do? Wait until your opponent has 20? I think they have to go for boss eventually. But they're just getting farmed. There's another setup. ETC is dead again. These combos just don't work out at all. So much is going wrong here. There's just no synergy. It really feels like the team is not playing as a unit. And I don't know if that's just because the Swedes are not really comfortable playing with Chimera and with Darkmork. If that's maybe part of it, I have no idea. But something is definitely not working over here. I mean, it is quite transparent. This is the 14th map in a row that they are losing. Chili Mountain is setting records every Playday, but not the kind of records that you want. Sky Temple is taken by Sidestep Kings. They take a 2-1 lead, and Chili Mountain is now 0-14. Unbelievable. Kudos to the Sidestep Kings. Well done. But something clearly has to change, or Chili Mountain is going to end this season without taking a single map. Game number 3, Chili Mountain against the Sidestep Kings. Guys, this has been one of the saddest Heroes of the Storm series that I've seen in a while. At least when we're looking at Chili Mountain. Sidestep Kings, they had a blast. They are enjoying themselves. They're having a lot of fun here. Now, on the left side, we got Deckard Cain, played by Dark Chimera. We got Bakul on Garrosh, Darkmok on Thrall, Mak on Greymane, and Jia on Liming. Solid setup here on the damage in particular. That works. Okay, they gotta be a little bit careful with the 2 orcs at the front. Looking over to the Sidestep Kings, we got Kyoja on Blaze, June on Brightwing, Ultralisk on Sylvanas, got Filth on Cassia, and Cattle is playing Diablo. And honestly, screw Unbiased. Please, for the love of God, Chili Mountain, win a map. Just one. Please. Just one map. Like, they cannot possibly lose another series without winning a single map. Can they? I mean, yeah. Now, when it comes to the objective damage, they are looking really good. That's at least nice. So they have Greymane, he's fantastic on the Immortal. Li Ming is one of the best heroes that you can pick for Battlefield of Eternity for the hero damage. For the Immortal damage, because she can, in those stalemate situations, really do a lot. It's also a great combo that allows you in team fights to gain some control and momentum through resets if the poke then is followed up by a quick kill. So the damage output that they have is really good. We got on the other side, of course, that Sylvanas. That is always a little bit of a problem when your opponent locks the Immortal in. She helps with that a lot too. But at least when it comes to hero compositions, we have some really nice choices here on the side of Chili Mountain. Berghult is playing one of the heroes that is quite familiar with too. We were talking about his frontline heroes. It's mostly really that Johanna, oftentimes also that Garrosh, so that's good for him. Have him on the Tyrael. So there's that. Now, we still got the stacks coming together for Cassia. She went straight into the Lightning Fury build here. And, well, let's see. Right now, they gotta make some plays here. I'm honestly desperate at this point. I don't even want to imagine how the players must feel. But, yeah, it's just incredible. 14 map losses in a row. You would think that by now, they would just win a map simply by accident. Simply by the opponent throwing, or maybe there's like, I don't know, like a power outage somewhere. Something. Just give me something. Just take at least one. You can't, like, they are pretty much, like, Monkey Menagerie played better. So, I don't know what's happening here. Either way. At this point, we currently have still our bot lane. We got the side flank by Berghult, making sure that if the rotation from Diablo down to the what? Not like this. Not like this! Alright, Maki gets out. Thank God they opened that wall up. Thank God they opened up the wall at the bottom here. Now, okay, good. Filth is already sitting tight. The level 4 talents are in. Decent stacking actually from Cassia. Yeah, has the 15 already out there. We got the level 4 in as well. And off we go. Shielding Potion. Top side gets pressured. That's the problem when you go up against Sylvanas. If they're setting a 2-1 lane up against you, then you are going to eat a little bit of damage there for sure. Yeah, they might even get a kill now. Marke! And he's down. Marke is dead. And, well, that is the opening kill in this game. Sidestep Kings have taken another hero down. Right side of the map, camps are also taken, so both of the teams go for the Shaman camp. Now, Greymane is back. Greymane is back, so it's all good. 5 versus 5 at least. There's a flip, stun, nice, Immortal setup, but a little bit of damage from Li Ming, okay. Can't follow up on it too hard though. No level 7 talents yet, but that's it. How are they an entire level ahead? What? An entire level already? Yeah, they just got an entire additional wave, didn't they? Okay, Greyman is starting to equalize that a bit now that he takes us at the top. There's a double camp pushing. They definitely need to spend the time at the top to deal with this. But down at the bottom, there's of course also something that you gotta need to take care of. Kyoja, right wing with the help. Ah, they just can't get that kill, can they now? Now with Calamity that would have been a thing, but unfortunately for them, they're not on level 7 yet. Sidestep Kings are stepping up. They are taking that Immortal down. Halftime show, easy victory for them. Sidestep Kings are looking quite good here. They got the initial kill, they are still ahead in experience, and they were able to poke it down to 50%, and now they got an opening. Greyman is immediately moving in on the left side to try to reduce the shield as quickly as he can, maybe even lock it in for the team, but they are playing over here still for the win. Sylvanas has pushed out the top lane a little bit further, and that top lane is opened up already. Brightwing is down. Yeah, the Fruit Fly is eliminated, but here comes Ultralisk. He wants the kill against Gia. He doesn't get it though, but Darklock is in trouble, and Thrall falls. The War Chief is down. Green Jesus has fallen. We should actually call him more Green Moses. I have no idea why actually he's named Green Jesus, but he is he's the first one to fall, and we have a follow-up as 3 heroes get dropped. That's 3 down right here, and well, just like that, here come the kills, and here comes the objective. There's a little bit of fighting back on the side of Chili Mountain, but not really a whole lot. Top lane, Fountain has already been taken down, Wall has fallen, the Immortal is going to travel down to the bottom, and with that, we're going to have a play for the fort at the bot side. Level 7 talents are ready for them too. And Chili Mountain has to defend against this. Now, top side, again, the 1 versus 1 still continues. Blaze against Thrall. Here comes the level 7. Chili Mountain, they finally have the Calamity and the Ancestral Wrath. Both of them super important here. And, well, let's go. At this point, we got the move straight in. 4 kills against 1. And here we have it. Yeah, making the play for the fort, pushing them out early. You can really tell that nothing is working together here for them. They got a decent draft. Again, Greyman Li Ming is such a popular combo on this map in particular. It's a great combo in the damage output, but they are just falling back the entire time here. They have no confidence anymore. Motivation must be at an absolute low over here. And that allows the Sidestep Kings just to do whatever the fuck they want. They can easily starting to come to the top and take it there. It's kind of insane. There's the setup. Backhold in trouble. Throwing a target out. He might now be the one that pays the price for it. They're going deep against Darkmook again. 5 kills against 1. It feels like Chili Mountain at some point just made a deal and said like, okay guys, we're going to play the entire game with one hand behind our back. I find it incredible. I really don't understand it. These players, as I said, I mean, Make, former pro, every time we see these guys playing in the European tournaments, they're so much better. Is it really just a communication issue? Is it really just motivation to play in the league at this point after you lost so many games in a row now? Whatever it is, it's crushing them. Yeah, I think if we had a forfeit button, they would hammer that thing as the game starts. But now we got Make moving out down here. They might even get the kill. Yeah, they're locking him in. They try to go for the body block. They have to just back off after Garrosh moves in, but even that was a bit sketchy. Now he did some damage at the bottom, but it's 6 kills to 1. They have level 10. This is a terrifying setup. They cannot possibly lose this. Can you imagine going 0-15 in maps? Now, SSK, what should they do? They are on 42 stacks now for Cassia. They're doing well here. They have a 2-level lead. They really need to just enhance the advantage. Don't get greedy. For SSK, that's the important part. Don't get greedy. If you get too greedy and you're just like saying like, yeah, let's just YOLO. If you lose one team fight, that gap in experience can nearly be bridged. There is an underdog experience bonus that the team that has lower levels has, and at such a big difference, at such a big gap, that matters a lot. So Sidestep Kings, they just need to play this disciplined, and they're going to be in a fantastic spot for this. You can see that the halftime show is completely given up by Chili Mountain. They know they don't have a chance fighting without a level 10 ability. Everybody is just moving over, using their abilities to jump onto the camp and take it down. Now that we have finally level 10 on both sides, this is where the real fight is going to start. And this might be one of the last fights that Chili Mountain is going to get here. Because if they lose out... Oh, they're going for the kill. And the save. Turnaround attempt. They're trying to go for Backhold. Garage is a bit low. Everybody else is rushing out too, but Backhold is still getting caught, and he is down. 7 kills to 1. Cattle at the front with Diablo just bullying them even further. Yeah, they're coming in, and they go for another Immortal. Guys, if they take this Immortal with 100% shield, can you just imagine the amount of damage that's going to be done? This is an insane speedrun. I mean, how long did those games last so far? What's the total playtime until now in game 1 and 2? Not even 30 minutes put together, I think. Top side gets pressured. The wall already opened up, which means that the Immortal travels down to the bottom of the map. But the wall's open here. 8 kills to 1, and that's 100% on the shield for the Immortal. 100%. That is scary. I'm terrified. I am absolutely terrified. I feel sorry for Chili Mountain, kind of happy for the Sidestep Kings, and I'm absolutely terrified of what we're going to see here next. 13 talents. They have the talent advantage, they have the experience advantage, they have a stats advantage through the levels. They open up the wall. I mean, look at where Chili Mountain stands. Chili Mountain doesn't even dare to move in. They're all pinging back. They're all just sitting there, just accepting their fate. There's no fighting spirit there anymore. They completely lost that. Triple connect, follow-up attempt. Darkmock goes a bit too deep, way too far out, gets punished for it immediately, but Deckard Cain saves him. Close call on the save here. Backhold is trying the same. That's a kill. Blaze is down. They're not going to lose the game here. Or are they? They go for Dibbles. Dibbles. And there's the kill. Diablo is down. Diablo down. They want more. Is that the comeback? Are they maybe making something happen here? They can get Sylvanas. They should get Sylvanas. And they are getting Sylvanas. Sylv is down. They go for the Immortal. And it's going to scratch the core a little bit, I assume. It's still early in the game. We're only 10 minutes in. Bit of damage. 1 hit. Yeah, there we go. 8% are gone. But the bottom keep is still down. They got some kills. So now we have 8 kills to 4. They can get to the 13. Those few kills. Look at the heroes experience. This is, by the way, exactly what I talked about. Check this out. They killed 4 heroes in total. And they have now the same hero experience gathered than the Sidestep Kings. That's what the underdog bonus does for you, right there. And they didn't kill 4 heroes in the last fight. So those hero kills in the last fight, heavily impactful for them. They are closing the gap. It's 13 versus 13. But they need to do a lot more. It was only the first step. It was a step in the right direction. But they gotta do a little bit more here. So they're starting with another fight up at the top. That's a good one. They can force this. Resets. Diablo down. There we go. Diablo is down. That's the play right there. They're going for the bunker. We're going for Cassia. And she's dead too. Now we're talking. Chili Mountain. Finally, they're waking up here. They still have the problem with Brightwing pushing the bot lane. That's a double catapult and a Khaldor camp. But at least they're making some plays. Alright. So, there we go. That's the moment. All of a sudden, they are coordinating their attacks a little bit. They get a couple of kills. 6 to 8. They're closing the gap in experience. Greymane taking those waves will do even more for that. Now, unfortunately for them, Greymane would also be the one that does the most damage to the wall here, but they don't have him available for this particular push. But still, this is what we need to see from them, a lot more. They have only 1 structure left. They haven't taken any fort down on the other side, so there's a lot of work to do for Chili Mountain if they don't want to lose here, but force game number 4. But they have at least taken a few steps into the right direction now. 34,000 damage for Li Ming. Yeah. Gia needs to pop off. He needs to get the resets. Objective is important, and the problem is the level 16. Half a level is missing for the Sidestep Kings before they get the talent, and they know it. They're playing it safe. They're poking from the outside. They're not overcommitting. They're just waiting a little bit. They're saying, hey guys, take the experience at the top. Blaze, when there's another camp, you can just move in. Another minion wave, you take it. So now that the blue team retreats a bit, they're getting baited in. Blue team wants the fight. Chili Mountain, they want that fight. They need that fight, and they're looking for it. Here comes the Earthquake. Brightwing with the save, and that cooldown has been burned. That cooldown is down. 16, so close now. For the Sidestep Kings, the red team. They're closing in on the next talent. Bot lane gets pressured, and they put Greymane on the task. One of the best heroes on the Immortal, and he's chunking it down, but the halftime show is still taken by the red team. Bot lane, pressure, going against the fort. There's the 16. They got the talent. Will of the Forsaken for Sylvanas. She has the unstoppable frames now. And they're going for the defensive position instead. Yeah, a little bit of a mix and match here for Diablo. Coming in with the cruelty, but then domination. Still going for the reset. And he's going to look for that engage. Get that double walls done. Trying to burn someone down quickly. They're starting to go in. Starting to make the play. Here we go. Bot lane gets still pressure. That fort might fall. A poke. And the save. Make. Make gets saved by Backhold. Sylvanas not engaging just yet. Cattle diving deep. He wants the kill. So does Cassia. 62 stacks for her. And she goes for Deckard Cain. Bullying the old man. Taking him down. Diablo dies too. But so does Garrosh. And Sylvanas jumps in even deeper. It seems like we're going to see more kills. Mark is low. He's on 100 HP. They're going not only... Oh my god. The kill on the left and the right side. All of them are falling. Dead and dying. Greymane is dead. Li Ming is on the run. Jia is lost. That's the end of Thrall. 5-man team wipe, baby. Li Ming is dead. Everybody down. And they are going for the objective instead of trying to core. They don't have Diablo. Death timers are low. And they decide to simply go for the objective instead. Wait for Diablo to be back in the game. And then push with 5. Drawing it out a little bit longer, making sure that they're getting the top keep. And yep, Dibbles is going to be in. There we go. Top side, that's where we're going to see the entire barrage now moving. There's the move on the core. Yep, catapults were already coming in. Li Ming is going to be back. Good luck with that defense. They even take the camp here. 2 levels ahead, 6 kills ahead. Big move for them. And there we go. 92% on the core right now. 13-7. And Chili Mountain is trying to defend. They do the only thing that they... Oh, Dibbles! Damn, son. That's how you get a kill on the defense. But Li Ming is dead too. It's Sylvanas with a big boy damage. Easy kill. And Garrosh is also getting dropped. And that core is going to be next on the list. They take the keep down, no problem. The old man is coming through, trying to make some plays here, but there's nothing they can do. Hitting the R button doesn't work either. Ultralisk, he's escaping as well. Chimera tries to get him, but instead Ultralisk turns it around and gets the kill, and this is going to be it. 15 maps in a row lost. Chili Mountain goes 0-5 in matches and 0-15 in maps. It's crazy. Sidestep Kings with a big victory here as they lock in another match win. Nicely done by them, but Chili Mountain, they are in so much trouble. GG, well done. Sidestep Kings with a 3-0 as they take the victory on Battlefield of Eternity. Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.